Hi, everyone. I just wanted to take a minute and thank Sandy for her amazing years of service as the treasurer of the Child Care Center and the Congregational Church. Sandy is a selfless person that took on an unbelievably difficult task at a difficult time and has served us in so many ways. When I was finance chair almost 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, Sandy took over the role of treasurer from Bill Collins, who at the time had done that role for such a long time. And I'll never forget the first year that she and I had to figure out how to somehow balance the books of the church. And we discovered, looking back, that that often came right out of the pocket of some of the leaders of the church at the time. And we learned a lot about how the church was keeping things together. That time was also a particularly difficult time because we had lost 7 or 8 key members of the church, longtime members of the church, and that meant they were longtime contributors. So Sandy did an incredibly challenging job. We all have times when we have to look at our own personal accounts and figure out how are we going to pay that bill or where's that money going to come from. Well, Sandy had to do that not only for her own stuff, but did that for the church as well. And she had to look at the bills every month and figure out which vendor was going to be patient with us, which could she talk into giving us a little bit more time, which sometimes rolled into a lot more time. But she did an incredible job, and I can't believe it's this long. And Sandy, I just want to say personally, thank you. Thank you for the support that you gave me. Thank you for the support that you gave the council and the entire church. And thank you for your service. You always were a person of incredible patience, incredible optimism. I swear I remember the scene in It's a Wonderful Life where they took $2 bills and put it in a cigar box and hoped that they were going to reproduce. And I can almost see you doing that exact same thing. Your optimism, though, your grace through all that, and your faith were tremendous and a great lesson and a great gift to me and to the entire congregation. So congratulations. Enjoy your retirement and your time with your family. And I hope and pray that you don't have to ever look at a checkbook again. God bless, Sandy. Good luck.
Sandy, thank you so much for all your years of service and your kindness and generosity. I can't remember a time you weren't at that script table or presenting your financial report at council. You were hand delivering script to my mom when the church shut down for COVID. You always went above and beyond, and you were always quiet about it. You just gave your time and your talent to the church, and we won't forget it. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy retirement.
Hi, Sandy. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for all you've done for the RCC, from advising the finance board to paying the bills, to doing the payroll and taxes, to keeping tabs on all our insurance needs, to keeping the financial records, juggling funds all the time to make ends meet, making sure we supported all of our charities, providing information for the council and the congregation, and all with a smile on your face. And I shouldn't forget the script program, because I know you put a lot of time into that for all of us. But more than all of that, I really want to thank you for the support you've given me and others over the years. Your work in the Women's Fellowship, all those repast lunches we did, your steady we can do it demeanor, your constant calmness was so appreciated. I wish you blessings to take on your new journey. I'll miss you, and I hope we see you on Sunday via Zoom. Godspeed, my friend.
Hi, Sandy. I'm going to miss you so much. I'm really sad that you're leaving. You welcomed me when I first joined this church, and you've been so friendly. I've really enjoyed serving on the finance committee with you, and you'll be missed. You know, you've done so much for this church over the years, and I hope you'll keep in touch. I know you will, but I hope you'll also come visit. And best of luck to you. Take care.
Hi, Sandy. Phil and I would like to thank you for all your years of service to RCC and also for being such a good friend. As I was thinking what to say, I was thinking of all the committees we have sat on together for all the decades that we've been on committee meetings, going back to the Child Care Center when you were a bookkeeper, to council, to mission. And in all those meetings, even though sometimes people would get a little agitated and maybe lose their cool, you were always so calm and collected. I mean, you knew your numbers, you knew how to explain the numbers, and you are so well respected. I also was thinking of all the work you did on the scripts, because there would be times when Phil and I would order a certain script and you didn't have it in your folder and you would order it for us. And then lo and behold, you deliver it right to our door. You come up to our house and put it in our mailbox. I mean, what service? Like, you just aim to please, Sandy, and we love you for it. So we wish you the best, that you have a long, happy, and healthy retirement, but have fun and know that we'll always miss you. Phil?
Hi, Sandy. All the 20 years that you served as treasury of our church, I was on the finance board because I was the church's investment broker and investment advisor, and then spent 4 years as a finance chair as well. But you were always very, very helpful in a number of circumstances, and you were very, very thoughtful, very considerate. You suggested very good ideas, and it was just a pleasure working with you. Another project we worked on together was in 2014, after Pastor Greg had left our church. We were on the interim pastoral search committee, and that was the search committee that worked very hard and interviewed 2 candidates after reviewing applications from others, and we selected Pastor Greg to be our interim pastor at that time. And Ellen Dammers and Gary Decker were also on that search committee with us, but that was a highlight for us. And then Sandy, you were also on the pastoral relations committee after we had hired Pastor Ron also.
Bye, we'll miss you.
I'm delighted, Sandy, to be able to thank you publicly for the wonderful work you've been doing for our church for as long as I can remember. Work that you accomplish with efficiency and humility. The hours you've spent at home, the hours you've sat at meetings, the hours you've manned and coordinated the script program, all are a living witness to your faith. I am especially thankful for the ways you have supported me in Christian education and as council president. No question I asked was too ignorant, no request I made too complicated, no need I expressed too trivial. May God bless your retirement and your new home with unexpected joys and new opportunities to share God's love.
Hi, Sandy. I'm really bad at goodbyes, and it seems impossible you will no longer be around for birthday and Christmas celebrations with Mary Ellen Pfeiffer Sobers. Lots of celebrations over the years, lots of laughs and good meals and good company. I know you've made several major moves in your life, and I'm sure this one will be successful for you, enjoying your son and his family and never again having to worry about where you will park your car or shoveling snow off a sidewalk. The hole you leave behind at RCC is immense. Always quiet, always smiling, always getting the job done at such wonderful pay. What a truly Christian contribution. Most recently delivering script to our homes to keep the fundraiser alive as long as possible. It's been a very long time, 25 plus years, since you and I took a river cruise in the Meadowlands and got to know each other outside of church. You're such a warm, loving person. You can take yourself to Virginia, but a piece of your heart is staying right here in mine. So I'm not saying goodbye, I'm saying a bientôt, which roughly translates to until next time. Lots of love.
Dear Sandy, you graciously stepped into the treasurer's position when Bill Collins decided to step down. It was a one-year position to be reappointed ×4 for a total of 4 years. 20-some years later, I don't have the exact number, you have very efficiently held that position and served our church as well as the Rutherford Child Care Center when it was still open as a volunteer whose knowledge was unparalleled. Best of luck to you in your move to Virginia, very close to where my sister lives. I will always remember you selling and ordering script for us, as well as delivering the cards to our door. Definitely above and beyond. I'll miss you.
Hi, Sandy. I just want to thank you for your time and effort in supporting the operation and missions of this church. Specifically, I'd like to thank you for the support and knowledge you gave me while I was council president and financial secretary of the church. You were my go-to person in regard to getting anything concerning church finances. If you didn't have the answer at your fingertips, you would find it and get back to me. How I remember you is seated at the script table after church with Chuck Easton beside you and several members of the congregation gathered around, engaged in conversation. All your script cards were spread out on the table in front of you and in piles around you, socializing and having a good time while fundraising for the church. Best in retirement, and God bless, Andy.
Well, Sandy, out of all the people who are making videos to recognize you this week, I'm probably the newest. You probably know me the least. I've known you at the least of time, as I am the new interim pastor here at Rutherford Congregational Church. That said, I have thoroughly enjoyed our relationship, our friendship as it has developed. When I first came to RCC, Alycia and you were the people who I communicated with the most while we were working on contracts and all that sort of thing. And every step of the way, you were gracious and kind and patient with me because of my financial aversion and my not wanting to deal with any numbers. And you just kind of gently ushered me through the paperwork that we had to do. And I really appreciated that because I do have an aversion of finances. That's why I'm a pastor, because I work with words and spirit, and I don't have to worry about the budget. But you make that kind of work easy, or seem easy. And your ministry, your career in bookkeeping and finance and numbers and accounting and all of that sort of thing is such a critical and important thing for the life of the church that some of us do not have the skills to manage. So you are greatly and deeply appreciated. And we had the blessing to have brunch together a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed our conversation so much. It was hard to let you leave. We had such a wonderful time together, and I hope that when you're in Virginia, Big Jim and I will drive through on our motorcycle and hopefully be able to stop in and spend some time with you. I think that I feel like I've gained a friend, not just for the interim of this position at this church or this job, but a friend that I could call upon and talk to. One more thing, I just had another memory of yours really quickly. We had been functioning on Zoom, and I could see when people got agitated or there were people got anxious, you were this sweet, calming presence, just sitting back and watching, and you always had a smile on your face. And it was amazing when the rest of us A-type personalities are like pulling our hair out over the budget. You would reassure everybody, it's going to be okay. It's okay now. And just your presence was a blessing to all of us. And I know that you've heard many words from people who've known you much longer than I have, but I just want you to know how delightful you are and how I look forward to knowing you and continuing to know you. And may God bless you abundantly. May your retirement with your family be rich and full of love. God bless you, Sandy.
Dear friends, soon I will be moving to Virginia to start a new chapter in my life. There will be trips to the shore, visits to museums and new restaurants, new friends, new adventures, and new memories with my children and grandchildren. It's hard to say goodbye to my good friends and church family. I will remember all my years at the Child Care Center, working with the mission board, the fun times we had at the Easter egg factory, all the rummage sales, pancake suppers, time and talent shows, just so much fun. All the laughs, the teamwork and success we've shared really overcome any sadness I may feel about leaving. I wish you all well. I trust our church will remain strong and continue its mission because of your determination. I've always believed that Rutherford Congregational is truly a blessed church, and all kinds of wonderful things will happen here. So instead of goodbye, I will just say, stay safe, stay well, until I see you again. I love you all.